All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis knocking out Ryan Garcia review style. Also, what's next for Gervonta and Ryan Garcia. Appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram, the whole nine. If you listen to the podcast or you want to listen to the podcast, it's free and in just audio version. Hit the link tree, go listen to on Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. The best way to donate, man, would be subscribing and following the podcast and rating it. Appreciate that. Thumbs up the video right now. But yeah, man, obviously we went live last night. Let's do a review. We got some good things that came out of last night with some good clips that came out of last night, in which you had some people in there talking about Ryan Garcia wants to continue at 140. Tank Davis refused to say buddy's name. He refused to say Devin Haney's name. He refused to follow up on what he said he wanted to do after the Ryan Garcia fight, which was coming right at Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins left Ryan Garcia hanging after the fight. I mean, you could just go in so many different directions, after the fight last night. So I do a quick review of the fight once again, quick breakdown we did last night. If you missed it, I don't want to sound repetitive, but then kind of get into some of the stuff after the fight. So yeah, man. What you had last night was somebody who was underdeveloped, somebody who was thrown in there with a high-ranking fighter who wasn't ready. He admitted that he was a little bit anxious, a little bit impatient, and that was his own doing, but he wasn't prepared. And it's a reason why you have to go through the proper, channels of moving up in weight or moving up the contender and the prospect rankings and all that. All that matters. And what happened last night, neither one of them, let me see something real quick. Neither one of them, really dominated with the jab. Tankton threw a lot of jabs, and I think that, eventually, that might come back and bite him. But Ryan Garcia, being the taller guy, didn't come back and didn't throw a lot of jabs. I mean, it was 20 jabs landed between the both of them. So yeah, it was 20 jabs landed between the both of them. And you think you the taller man, you should live and die off the jab. Everything should work off the jab. But you look at Ryan Garcia fight with Emmanuel Tagaho, and that wasn't the case. An opponent had to use the jab and learn from that situation. He should have ran away with it. And you look, look at Gervonta Davis across the board. He didn't land more than 2 jabs in the whole fight. That's it. He landed 2 jabs, 2 for 9 in the third. 3, my bad. 1 in the first, 2 in the third. So 2 in the fourth. Excuse me. He landed 6 jabs. 5 jabs. Ryan Garcia, he landed 3 in the first round, 2 in the third, none in the second, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. And he threw it. He threw it more than Tank. 3 in the sixth and 3 in the seventh. So he didn't land too many jabs at all. And you the taller guy. I mean, usually when you're the shorter guy, you walk it in there and you throw a jab or whatever. You the shorter guy and you got to talk. You usually jab your way on the inside. In some variation, you jab your way on the inside. If you the taller guy, you jabbing to keep the shorter guy on the outside. And nobody dominated the jab battle. And Ryan Garcia tried to slug it out with Tank. And Tank was very aware of the left hook and that's why he got dropped. And ultimately, I think that's why he got stopped. He landed a good hook. Was it a left hook he landed or a right hook he landed on Tank? And then Tank hit him with that liver shot. So, I mean, you got a guy in Tank who don't throw a lot of punches. You got a guy who don't utilize, a shorter guy who don't utilize his jab. He just try to break you down to the body, try to just land big shots and make you stationary. And it looked like Ryan Garcia just wasn't prepared at all. And his other fights leading up to this lead you to believe that he wasn't prepared overall. You know, if you don't come out there and try to make the jab the emphasis and stay on top of that jab, and then he started, you know, he landed them combinations where he said he hurt Tank, or Tank said he wasn't hurt in the second round, and you know, he started giving up, started getting anxious, started getting overcommitting, you know. And one thing about the jab, once you throw it and bring it back, it just resets you the perfect way. You throw them wild hooks, he just got out of position, squared up, his chin popped up, footwork went to shit. It was shit anyway, squaring up, and he gave Tank a target. But you got Tank Davis in the ring who ain't throwing the jab. If you establish a very good jab, and because I don't know what their game plan was, if they had one, if you establish a really good jab, he's, you know, he survives along the 7 rounds, you know. But you then again, you got somebody whose personality is jittery, seem like he on a you know, he on some type of caffeine pill, very jittery in the ring, very anxious in the ring, no patience, not calm at all, and ultimately he paid for it. He came in talking about his power, you know, not talking about systematically how he wanted to approach this fight and how he wanted to, you know, attack Tank and take Tank into the deep end. It was all about power, 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 power. And that's when in there, you know, he didn't have a chance. And anytime you watch Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying, you don't get intellectual, you don't get somebody that's refined or getting refined. It's nothing changed about him through Eddie Renasso, before Eddie Renasso, after Eddie Renasso. It's nothing changed about him. Nothing. Canelo challenged his work ethic. And he lacks basic fundamentals. You know, this ain't the amateurs. You can swing left and right and swing for the fences, and you got headgear on to protect you. You got bigger gloves on to protect you. So, I mean, ultimately, we knew what this was. This was a cherry pick where he had to drain the cherry. And ultimately, he did. Ryan say that his legs did feel weak, but once the fight got going, it didn't really matter no more. So, when you a taller guy, longer guy, and you don't bring a jab to the table, ultimately he lost then and there. You know, and Tank Davis, when he go up, then he start fighting guys that's taller than him. You know what I'm saying? If he don't start bringing a jab, you know, everybody is not going to crush or be submissive to his power. So when he go up and land 1 or 2 good shots on guys, after a while, they gonna still be there. So he gonna have to learn how to jab his way in and disarm guys. He you know, just as much as Ryan Garcia is dependent on his power, Tank Davis may not be dependent on it as much. He do some other things, speed, move you off the spot, make you pick your feet up a little bit, not let you reset. But he really dependent on his power. You know, when he take his time and when he break his opponents down, he's dependent on that. Don't forget, hit the link tree, man. Follow me everywhere. Ryan could not make an adjustment. He don't have any tools to make an adjustment. Shout out to Israel. Athletic Mon salute. That first knockdown was a warning for the 7th round KO. He said Tank ain't fooling nobody with that mismatch, and that's what it was. It was a mismatch. Everything I tell you, he was a prospect. He was a glorified prospect. That's exactly what I was saying. That boy had a ton of holes in this game. That rehydration cloud does help Tank, and it does. That shit didn't even live up to $85. And that's one thing about boxing pay-per-views, man. You know, life is like a box of chocolates. You don't know, people don't know which one you're going to get. You just never know. When you buy a pay-per-view, you literally never know. You literally never know, bro. That's the thing about boxing pay-per-views, man. You know, and it's hard to, you know, be consistent. And then when you don't give an undercard product to soften the blow of the main event feel, You know, I mean, shit, they was like what two fights in the main under the main card, and wasn't nobody there. I think they need to stop that rehydration, cause it's dangerous for a boxer's brain. Rehydration, yeah. AB salute, Ricky E salute, Kobe salute. Let me know if you want to come on, Kobe. He said, I agree. I did not pay for that pay per view. 85, no way. Chris, what's going on? Support the channel, Cash Up, $ CJ Good 313. He said Ryan didn't make any adjustments. Ryan got that sloppy Amir Khan full work when he throws punches going forward. Had his lead foot on the inside when he got knocked down. Yeah, Keys should have been. Ryan Killer brought that up yesterday. He should have been on the outside. That feet got to be on the outside. But he wasn't trying to. He wasn't trying to land the right hand. He was trying to line him up for the left hook. If you coming into a fight, you come into a fight of this caliber, you ain't gonna beat nobody with just doing no left hook. And that's why I told everybody, bro. You know, you gotta seduce them in with the left hook. Use jab, right hand, uppercut. You know what I'm saying? He should have been trying to throw some different he should have been trying to throw some different variations of things. That's what I said he should have been doing. He should have do some different variations of things, man, and he didn't do it. I mean, he's an idiot. And then after the fight, he sits in there and kind of sounds kind of educational. He's a fucking idiot, bro. He's an idiot. You know, if you knew what you did was wrong, why would you still do it? I know we all done did that shit in life. We done made a mistake and we knew that shit was wrong. We knew it was the wrong mistake when we made it. You know, but then he paid for it. And he got they brought him up soft, and tonight shows you why you can't bring a fighter up soft. That's what it showed. Or last night. That's what it showed. You can't bring a fighter up soft. You can't bring these dudes up soft. It's the reason why you fight a whole bunch of contenders outside the top 15. Then you fight somebody within the top 15. Then you fight some guys in the top 10. Then you fight some guys in the top 5. You fight a guy in the top 3. All that give you experience. You can't.
But Ryan's hard-headed. Ryan wanted to make boxing like a hustle, like it was Instagram. But everyone knows, unless you super duper talented and unless you move correctly, you're not going to be able to do that. Boxing is notoriously known as the slow grind sport. You got to learn your craft. Just because you was an amateur, a good amateur, there's a lot of mistakes people made in the amateurs that they got away with because some of the fighters that they were fighting weren't on the same skill level, or some of them were scared. Who knows? But at the end of the day, if you're a pro, ain't nobody timid, ain't nobody scared. Everybody in the pros, whether you be a journeyman or a high level contender or the great world champion, can take your head off. And this is why Canelo got pissed off at him. Say whatever you want about Canelo. Canelo in that gym, and Canelo's improved every fight since the Mayweather fight, and he's been fuck the Mayweather fight. He's always been improving his skill. Just that Mayweather fight, Mayweather showed that I know this craft better.
There's levels to this shit. That's what he showed.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
levels.
yeah.
Picked him apart. He was just in a different tier. But like you said, shit. Matter of fact, finish what you said. Yeah. Like you said, like it. I think like what was the point that I made last week when we was on the show? I said I know that this fight I'm leaning 90-10 because when I was watching the build up to the fight, the All Access, I noticed Tank is in a gym with a team. And Ryan's team consisted of his dad. I don't know who that other dude is, maybe his brother. And then another person. He had one personal trainer in a little private gym, nobody else around. And Joe Goosen in his garage. That should show you. And all he's doing was throwing the hook. He's not throwing multiple shots. He's not. It just seems like the dedication ain't there. So, like, just to piggyback off of what CJ said in the earlier video, check it out. It just seemed like, what does Ryan do from here on out? Because 40's no joke. 40's not a division like 147 where, all right, I could get a few big fights here, and these are going to be paydays for me. Like 40 is all risk, minimal reward.
40.
Let's be honest.
It's 40's like the cruiserweight division, bro.
Yeah, 40's like a 54 cruiserweight kind of division where it's like it's really no man's land on the way to.
You're gonna have to fight some real tough ass fighters.
It's no man's land on the way to the promised land. It's that dead point in on a highway going towards the big metropolis. You might hit a pothole.
He need to retire, bro.
I agree.
You need to retire.
Acting seems like a great. Now I said 2 years ago, Rolly would be a great plumber. Romy would be a great brick mason.
He about to be champion again.
I don't know how they reworked it, but plumbing, brick mason.
But peep this out. Somebody, hold on. But peep this out. Peep this out.
Niggas, man.
Rolly got his own company. A lot of people don't know that shit.
Is it paving floors?
Huh?
Laying down plywood.
I'm not gonna put that man, babe. Hold on, real quick. I ain't gonna put that man in, but he got his own company. But I'm a man, and ain't nobody humping me.
This is what I was gonna say, guys. Though, if Ryan really wants to really wants to get better,
it's too late.
It's too late, bro.
It's too late.
Them habits is there. It's cemented.
One, we know he's not gonna start all over again. He would have to literally start from the bottom of the prospect list, the contender list. He's not gonna do that. But hold on, what I wanted to say too was, about that. What I was about to say, you said something about Tank. It's something I was about to. Oh yeah. If you notice, Rolly beat Tank, he get a title shot. Lose to Tank, he get a title shot. Barrios lose to Tank, Keith Thurman, he fight that dude. AB fought Gary Anton Russell, knocked out, and Giovanni Santiago, right? And he get a title. Now he fight for an interim title. To me, it was some stuff said last night about the fight being rigged, and I hear multiple people bringing it up. To me, it's funny that a couple guys lost to Tank Davis and got a title shot. Rolly's not fought since then. And Barrios lost 2 times in a row, and now he fighting for a WC interim title. So it sounds like to me,
crazy. It's like there's a deal in place. Like, yo, you gonna fight the Tank? Tank gonna whoop you, but it's gonna elevate you to get a title shot. How?
No, man, it's pay for play. Me and Durag Shorty was talking about this. Shout out to Henry. I'm telling you, bro. He kind of like brought it up, and I'm like, yeah, both of them lost to him, and now they getting title shots.
That shit's fucking crazy, bro. That shit's just weird.
Yeah, what the Rolly thing is so crazy is because the guy he was supposed to fight was the champion. He got caught with a bad substance,
and then he just gets and then he loses his championship.
But he lost some medical clearance in, so I don't know if that's going to reinstate him as the interim or whatever.
Nah, bro. I be thinking that these motherfuckers be fucking tampering with samples. I've been always having that sneaky suspicion of these dudes because it's too convenient. It's too convenient for these dudes to randomly like, oh, he just popped dirty. Because there's a lot of people that pop dirty and pass their tests. Then there's people who I think never touched a substance a day in their life and really did it the right way. But you actually skillful and you really actually pose a threat to our thing of ours. We're gonna have to really dirty up your name.
You're finna get dealt with.
Yeah. You're not going to get dealt with in the ring. You're going to get dealt with someone tampering
on paper. We going to put them papers out on you. And Al's powerful enough to do it. Mm-hmm. Al is powerful enough to do it. We got to be honest. Al is, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the guy or his product, but he's big enough to do it, powerful enough to do it. So, I mean, that's not out the realm of possibility. These are things that we have to now like kind of think about that could be in play.
Yeah.
All right, but hold on. A lot of talk was made about the scorecards, and they was going to try to take it from him about the second round being what they had at a 10-9.
It was a tie, a 10-10.
And one was a 10-9 too. It should have been a 10-8.
Yeah, like that is crazy.
The second round was a 10-8. I don't know how the fuck that was.
But you get 10-10. Look at that shit in the middle, the blue section for everybody that's watching.
When I saw that shit, I said like that shit is crazy. Random basketball thing. De'Aaron Fox is a problem, but Sacramento, they're not gonna win that series.
We all know that they won't win another game.
They're not winning another game. I already called.
Bonus too soft, bro.
Gemini.
Well, he is hurt too, though. So He is hurt.
Yeah, when niggas sag offer you from 20 feet and you can't splash that,
no, he got a hand injury.
Yo, pause.
Pause. Yeah, his hand fucked up. That's why he's not taking them shots. He's injured. He would have had to sit out. He would have had to sit out.
Gotta pause that, man.
Splash that? Come on, bro.
He said,
yeah,
"Hey, yo." He said when
if he would have got the surgery, he would have been out 4 to 6 weeks.
20
he's just mad. He's just mad. He's just mad. He just like he mad because we made him say pause yesterday.
No, you was drunk. No, you was drunk.
I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one, nigga. I'm glad one of them got beat. They both some ducks. I mean, I think they kind of scored the round. I think they scored the round because I think they scored the you gotta be in the Discord, bro. If you're in the Discord, I ain't sending it to the chat.
Yo, bro.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I think they scored that round the way they scored it because they felt that Ryan had him on the fritz or dropping Tank. But I never felt like Tank was any danger that round when he was throwing all that bullshit on the That's why they scored it the way it was.
That should have been a 10-8, bro.
That's a 10-8 round.
And then
that's a 10-8, bro.
But that's why they did that because they thought Ryan was dominating the beginning of that round.
Probably, yeah.
That's
I don't know how round works, bro. That shit weird.
In the history of boxing, there's been mad times some dude who got knocked down was dominating the round until
exactly, and exactly the 10-8 years. I don't know about that. Yeah.
And then y'all also forgetting. Get from over there. Get from over there. Go. But they also Oscar De La Hoya is still the king of Vegas too.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. That was the point that I was about to make, CJ. Y'all also forgetting Oscar was there. So guess what? Oscar said, listen, I'm going to pay y'all a little something under the table. Make sure Ryan get them first 2 rounds. That's what it was.
No, you got to say that's alleged because at the end of the day, bro, we don't know that.
Exactly. We don't know that.
I agree with it, but please say alleged.
Yeah, definitely alleged for sure.
I'm sticking to my statement.
You better say alleged. He said alleged.
Is it okay, CJ, if I drop the link for that dude or no? Okay,
no,
my bad.
No,
my bad.
And why is there a link in the chat?
I ain't worried about nobody in the chat. I already put it in the chat.
did that. I
put it in the chat already. Hello, everyone. This was a great fight, but this the best super fight in my opinion with Sugar Ray and Hitman. It was solid. I don't think it was. I thought I was looking for it to be more than what it was. Kind of like 2 PBC.
It was going to be a little bit more explosive, but Tank got good countering abilities. Like I always said this about Tank. I just don't like how he moves, but he can always be a problem for anybody. The only people I don't see him beating is Devin and Shakur because Devin and Shakur are a lot more patient.
Let's talk about that real quick. You know, he said that kind of dismissed both of them last night, especially Devin Haney when reporters asked. Now, you know, when they all had fights tied up, you know, he said he was coming straight at those guys. And now at the fight press conference, his energy changed.
Who said that?
Yo, bro, what the hell is that about, though? Because
Durag Shorty in the building, too. Unmute him, CJ, he said.
Oh, shit, my bad. I didn't even hear him. All right, there we go.
Henry, what's up, bro? Long time no talk, man. How are you, man? How's everything?
I'm good.
Wait, hold on. Yo, it's been like 6 months. We got Durag Shorty back. The vagina doctor himself.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm back. But I was listening to you guys streaming everything for the past 6 months. But with the fight, I'm just glad. Honestly, I'm just glad Ryan got in there and fought. I started watching boxing. We all started watching boxing since we were children, so we know it's okay to lose fights. Just don't become just don't quit in there. So Ryan got in there. He fought hard. He did a lot of mistakes, but at the end of the day, he signed a contract. He abided by the contract, got in there and fought. Before we talk about the bad technique, I just want to say big ups to Ryan for getting in that ring. Because now you're the third real fighter Tank's fought in 29 fights. So congratulations.
Ain't that a motherfucker, bro?
Shit.
Yeah, but
Durag Shorty came back and he's just making bold statements.
Tank's only fought 3 real fighters: Leo Pedraza before he went on a knockout loss streak, and now Ryan Garcia because Pitbull Cruz was a prospect we didn't know, and Gamboa is old enough to be my father. So.
This is true. He is 70 years old.
Yeah. But what y'all think about him not, being non-committal to his word after the fight?
Can I speak?
About who
Can I speak
next?
on
Go
this first?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I think now this is coming from someone who considers himself a Tank supporter. It's just it shows that that he doesn't. I don't know if it's him or his team, but somebody in that equation don't have no belief in Tank.
Him.
Whether it's him or his team,
Right, they're part of the team. Shit, like
it could
their
be him.
team.
It could be him. It
He
could
was
be
on $1 million worth of game. Ain't that what he said?
He said, yeah. He said, I never did. So this is the thing. It brings up a question now to where, like, what is the trajectory of Gervonta's career? What does he want to accomplish in the sport? Because he can't be a champion at 135 currently if he don't challenge someone who's going to be undisputed in June.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys say this. I'm just gonna go back to what Shakur Stevenson said in an interview. Tank told him personally on the low, like, I'm only gonna be fighting showcase fights and pack stadiums out. So with that being said, he might fight somebody that we don't really care for the rest of the year if he fights again for the rest of the year, because I don't believe Tank Davis is trying to consistently fight top tier fighters. And it's not that I'm not a fan of him, because I'm a fan of technique and ability, and that's what he has. But the truth is the truth. He's fought 3 real fighters in 29 fights, and he's turning 29 this year. So it is what it is.
Yo, bro, he didn't even want to fight Pedraza. He said, yo, it was too early for me to fight him. And he beat the shit out the dude.
He said they tried to set me up.
He said Floyd tried to set me up. So I think
yo, bro, he set you up to win a fucking title because he believed in you. What the fuck is wrong? Yo, you know it's crazy. Some of the most talented niggas don't believe in themselves, and that shit is sad, bro. Because I ain't gonna hold you. If Tank had self-belief, I honestly believe, yo, there's not too many niggas that can beat him.
He said, I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak on. I don't want to speak on. He knows something that we don't know, obviously.
I truly don't think he meant Floyd set him up like Pedraza was. I'm not ready for him.
No, it was beefing. Were they beefing?
They were beefing at the time.
They was beefing, and I think.
And they allegedly shot at Floyd.
I think Floyd booked in that fight without him ready for it. I don't think he had 8 weeks. I think he's just your Tank. If you in shape, Pedraza will fight you for a belt. That's what I really think.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. Because remember, he said he was broke after he sold all this shit and left Floyd and went back home. He said he was broke.
Yeah, the bottom.
He had been training. Yeah,
he does too much. But yo, the thing is with Tank, he does too much nigga shit. So that's his fault, bro. Like if Tank just literally just.
Wait, hold on, Chris. Wait, Chris, hold on. In the past, he did too much nigga shit. This is a new Tank.
But yo, even in the past, bro, when he has his head on straight, you don't see him in the news. You don't see him anywhere. You don't be really hearing too much about him because, yo, bro, he only missed weight once in his career. For the most part, that dude's professional. It's on him. I don't think he believes in himself, and that shit is weird, bro.
And like I said, I feel like it's maybe him and the team is saying this is how we gonna move. This is how we want to move because, like CJ said. Deontay Wilder is the perfect example. I think 50% of whoever's on this panel right now, we was right here when we said, listen, he the one forcing the rematch with Tyson Fury. He forced Al to do that. So Tank could really have forced Floyd's hand and said, listen, I want to fight Lomachenko. How many years ago was that? 4 or 5 years ago when Floyd was like,
Lomachenko would have played with Tank. No disrespect. He would have.
I'm not sure about that.
I think he would have.
I'm not sure either. I think
it's power though. Lomachenko, that power would have fucked Lomachenko. Hold on, shout out to Eastside. Hold on, shout out to Eastside Leak in the super chat. Hold on, let me get some comments. He said Ryan need to link up with Buddy McGurf and
he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. He don't got
it's
that.
It's too late.
He's not disciplined enough. He got too much.
Gary Hawkins said Joe Goosen is not a real trainer. He has never been in the ring. I remember him in the 80s in North Hollywood. Tim Goosen. He said keep up the good work. He said I can't find it on Discord. Well, no, we got enough people on, man. Maybe next time. He said he can't say who's next. Because little buddy had to sit down for a few months. I mean, he probably gonna do 30 days, bro.
He's doing 30 days house arrest.
That's probably 30 days.
About the thing in Baltimore, that hit and run, he not gonna do 30 days for that. Hell no.
Before we switch topics, I just want to say, Tank Davis is. Now that I watched Lomachenko do that scary fighting versus Teo, I think he would have did that versus Tank. The only thing is Tank would have hit him a lot more because Tank got footwork like a dancer. So Tank would have really got to him.
Teofimo don't got good footwork. Dog, his shoulder was fucked up though. Let's not keep.
Bro, I don't want to hear that shoulder shit, bro. Especially when you raising your hands and swinging your hands regular. I don't. Everybody goes into a fight with injuries, bro. We got to stop with this. His shoulder was this and his shoulder was that.
I'm gonna tell you this, guys.
Because I really watched Loma. I watched Loma lose his last fight.
Lomachenko was never injured enough to miss a $4 million fight. So don't tell me your shoulder was sore versus Teofimo and you basically didn't fight for 10 months before that. So I'm not listening to that. But what I think he would have did was play possum like he did with Teofimo. But the difference is Tank Davis has great footwork, so you're not going to just escape Tank all night, especially if he's truly chasing you. So I think Loma probably would have got stopped or dropped, but I think he would have fought hard. Difference is Teofimo can't really dance with Loma, so once Loma get the moving, Teofimo got to sit down, take a deep breath.
You know, every time Loma hit threw something at Teo, he landed, bro. So
Teo's main thing when it came to evading Loma's punches was stepping back and stepping to the left to evade the punches. Once he got tired and got gassed, it was even the simplest jab would snap his head back.
He got tired. Yeah.
If Tank Davis ever wanted to showcase and go crazy on somebody, he should find his way to a Teofimo fight. He'll put Teo in the blender.
I feel that, and I feel that same way too. Dr. Blick was sitting here arguing with me on Twitter, talking about some. Listen, man, we don't know. How can you say that?
People don't understand. Teofimo has the footwork of a heavyweight that's not athletic.
And look, Teofimo's best punch is that lunging left. That leaping left hook that he does.
Well, it's not even like the thing is when you at those lower weight classes from 140 and under, your footwork is going to get you in positions to throw your big punches rather than other weight classes where the guys is taller with longer arms. So in those lower weight classes, if you don't got good footwork, you're gonna get styled on. So the fact that Teofimo got bad footwork, I think somebody like Tank can really take care of him. If Tank hurt him to the body or something.
I think he's gonna have a tough time with Josh Taylor as well.
Yeah,
no, not me. I don't think so. I think Josh gonna beat him, but I don't think it'll be. I think Josh will beat him, but I don't think it'll be hard for him to hit Josh.
True. I can respect.
Josh got Jose Ramirez, boy.
Shout out to Anthony in the Cash App. Eastside League said Ryan needs a new trainer who's going to hold him accountable. He left Canelo camp because he was holding them accountable. I mean, that's all these young guys today, of course.
Well, listen, when your earning potential can be greater than Canelo's based off solely everything outside of boxing, like what can anybody really tell you? That's my whole point. Like CJ said the same thing too. It's too late for him to adapt and pick up anything new. Is because I really feel like he's not willing to learn.
And I don't think these guys love boxing like that, bro, because niggas don't want to get punched in their face if they got some Instagram followers and they get punched outside the shit.
He loves boxing, bro. He loves boxing, bro.
He does. Wait, who?
Ryan Garcia loves boxing because everybody knows Ryan Garcia can make $10 million a year without the sport of boxing. Ryan loves boxing. There's no reason. Like
if he loved boxing, he would be listening to the people that are trying to get him out.
He might making money from boxing.
Y'all not understanding. If he didn't love boxing, the last thing you would do is fight a man who's known for ruining people's careers. That's the last thing you would do. And another thing you would do what Tank's doing, showcase fight.
So who Tank ruin? Who Tank ruin? If you don't mind me asking.
Pedraza,
Santa Cruz, Gamboa.
Pedraza won another world title.
Gamboa was out anyway.
Pedraza lost his aggression after what Tank did to him, bro. The way what Tank did to Pedraza messed up Pedraza's fighting style. So
Pedraza wasn't that aggressive. He was
the last thing.
But if you look at Pedraza when he was fighting Tank early in that fight, he was the aggressor towards Tank. the Pedraza that I know after that was more of a slick boxer trying to box on the back foot.
Because he realized something. Some of these guys are hitting. Some of these guys are hitting me like I'm fighting at 175, not 130. It's just the truth. But the thing is, if Ryan, you can't say Ryan don't love boxing, because Ryan could literally make millions of dollars without boxing. Clearly, he can do that.
He could literally star in the new Not Another Teen movie and make a lot of money.
Love it.
Bro, Ryan Garcia has so many avenues that he could turn to if he just stops boxing. So I'm not going to say he don't love boxing. I'm going to just say Ryan Garcia is not being trained properly. And when I mean trained properly, I mean nobody's teaching him footwork.
He's not allowing himself to be taught.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's footwork and defense. Ryan Garcia could physically do whatever else he wants. If he doesn't build footwork and defense, he's always going to lose to somebody who has footwork and defense. That's just a fact. And he doesn't punch enough to be Tito. He don't punch enough to be Felix Trinidad, so he can't even go out there and try to be his best version of Felix Trinidad. He got to learn
Felix
footwork
Trinidad had his chin tucking in between his shoulders. Ryan, when he throws, his head's up in the fucking air. Tito,
that's still a form of defense.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, would Ryan listen to a coach and say, "Yo, put your fucking chin down"? Like, that's some basic shit that I was taught when I was first boxing, bro.
I think that if Ryan's team and his team being his parents weren't involved in the training process, maybe he would. Maybe he would listen.
What y'all think Ryan should do next? He said he going to 40.
I think he's going to do exactly what Rolly did. He's going to get a title shot in 6 months.
Shit, probably lose.
I don't think he can. I don't think he won. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, yeah, I don't think he want to do that, man. The people like Matias give him trouble. Progress give him trouble.
He had to go after Rolly.
I think I think that's the next logical thing, because that's the only.
That's if Tank don't go for Rolly.
Tank and Rolly about to have a rematch in December, y'all.
If they have a fucking rematch, bro, I'm not watching no more Tank fights ever again.
I feel you, bro.
Doesn't Rolly fight in June?
May 13th.
May.
Oh, so,
yo, bro,
cool.
this is so nasty. Like, yo, why are you fighting Rolly again? Like,
wait, hold on. Rolly fights in 3 weeks. Tank could fight him in 6 months from now, and it'll be a legit rematch because you now are a champion. I could take something from you. Like, it's just a fact.
And the first time they fought, it was for a fake
belt. It's a real belt.
This is a real belt this time.
He gonna relinquish that. He gonna relinquish that bitch quick. I'll tell you that.
So
right
y'all
now.
really dead ass putting. Yeah. Oh man.
No,
wait, hold on.
Rolly said it last night too.
I saw it, bro. I just didn't want to listen to it, bro.
Hold on. So in actuality, right? Like I said before, Tank is the big fish for PBC. Tank is being moved like he Canelo, where he could just dance up and down weight classes and do whatever he wants with his fan base being the casual urban audience not really holding him accountable, because
but
he's
at
just
least
Tank.
Fucking the Mexicans hold that dude accountable. The Mexicans were on his ass and said, like, yo, when you gonna fight Golovkin? Mexicans were, so when people talk all this shit about, you know, a homeboy, like, yo, he's fought fighters, bro. Yo, sure. Has he had some concessions for him? Yes.
He fought. Listen, I think it was Flame On that said Canelo the only fight. Tank fought more. Oh no, Canelo fought more niggas than Tank, and I said old niggas, but niggas nonetheless. So I guess you're right. Like, he's fought guys. Names were they old? Yeah, Shane Mosley was way out of there.
Old, but at least, bro, like, my nigga, that was the only people that was in his fucking weight class really like that, bro. At that time, like, real talk, the dudes that was the cash cows at that time were older 130s and 135s. Like, yo, objectively speaking, he wasn't going to get that bread with the Charlo brothers or Demetrius Andrade, because they would have had the beating of him. Let's keep it a buck, bro. At 54, like, yo, he scraped by Austin Trout. He scraped by fucking Arislandi
Lara. He lost to Lara.
Hold on, let me get some comments. He said, "Do you give T.O. credit for taking Taylor next?" Yeah, I give him credit for that.
Of course.
Ryan quit. I'll talk about that after this. I said, I guess with the numbers, we'll see if Tank is the face of boxing. Devin Shakur should not even mention Tank because more than likely swear both of them is a pure super fight. That's why I say he shouldn't even have went to the fight. Ryan quit for the bag. Shakur versus Haney. I watched that. He said, "I'm wondering how long we're gonna have to wait for the pay-per-view numbers to come." I'm telling you, this pay-per-view didn't do all that, in my opinion. I don't know. They streamed at a party. It was that I thought they bought it. He said, "I got Tank fighting Rolly January 6th in Baltimore." Ryan quit, bro. He said that's probably the plan. Rematch Rolly, get 140 belts so he can say a 5-division champion. Y'all think Ryan quit?
No.
Nah.
No.
I'm gonna say, man. I think
no.
Go ahead, let AB cook. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I was gonna say too, like with the weight, man. I know people say like, "Oh man, Tank kind of handicapped them," but honestly, they both came in at 144. I don't think that affected him that much because the limit was 146, and you could see like they both was 2 pounds under. So I just think that, man, he just took a hell of a shot. He got hit in that liver, and yeah, he couldn't take it no more, bro. I don't think that rehydration really handicapped.
I think people going out here spreading this narrative. There's a lot of stupid ass people who are upset.
Yeah, they
With
mad
me
Tank won,
because
man.
of my shit talking on social media. They're upset talking about some stage. I didn't see the punch, all of that. Y'all don't know shit about boxing, one. And
Yo,
two,
bro, that's why I don't like these big fights, because these casual fans.
Yeah, they come into this and they get these little fandom.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tag you and CJ in this post that some girl said, because, bro, it baffled my mind so crazy.
Yeah,
like,
who cares about what these little dumbasses think? But I just feel like he didn't quit. I feel like he got hit with a good shot, and the reason why I feel like Rolly, I said Rolly, we might as well have been Rolly. The reason why I feel Ryan didn't get up is because if he did get up, I don't think Ryan, and I think I told Henry this, I don't think he had the ability to defend himself or get through the round after being hit with a shot like that.
Nah, me either. Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah.
I'm about to tag you in this right now.
CJ, what you think?
I don't think he quit. That was a good shot.
Henry, what you think?
Yeah.
Where Henry at?
Yo, bro, read that post, bro. Read that post, Miguel, please. I really want you to read this post.
Let me see.
This shit was crazy.
I know about his real
He said it was good. He said fighting Shakur and Devin before Tank. He said Ryan fighting Shakur. That all right? I don't know who all right. I think he said Ryan fighting Shakur. Maybe. He said, I think you did quit. I don't think he quit, bro. You see that shot he got hit with, bro? And he didn't see that coming, bro. Look at how his body moved when he got hit with that shot.
And then Tank's reaction afterwards was like telling, like he was like, "Oh yeah," like he knew that he heard.
He said he was talking to him. He said he was talking to him to my get up, and he said he's taking his head no.
Yeah. Man, a whole doctor broke it down, bro. That was a legit shot, bro. His shit was, he had a delay reaction. The whole doctor on YouTube, you can look it up. He broke down like it was.
Yeah, nigga,
like you gonna respond like that.
He said he got right up after the ref counted to 10. That's different though, because you knew he was gonna follow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bro, did y'all see? Yo, Miguel, did you see the thing I tagged you in?
Nah, I ain't. I'm trying to refresh.
I'm gonna say, read the post, brother. Read the post, man. Cause
yeah,
this shit is crazy. Some girl said 135 pounds. I'll knock these niggas out, and they show Tank and Ryan weighing in. I said, what? Yo, bro, like, she must not know that Tank beat bitches.
Oh, it was on Twitter. Sorry. It was on Twitter. My bad. Yeah.
Where was you at? Like, you on Instagram?
Yeah, I went on Instagram. My bad. Yeah, who is this fat beast? This hefty beast right here?
Man,
yo,
all right, really, man. Let's move on.
She really was saying like she will wash both of them. Like, yo, bro,
wow.
Wash both of them in what? In a pie eating contest?
No. She said, "I'll knock these niggas out." I was like, "What?"
She might. She might. Why y'all bullshit?
Yo, bro, you don't take beat bitches out. Stop,
man. Okay, man.
All right. Okay. Come on, man.
Allegedly.
God, sick.
Win lose. Haney should fight Ryan in October. That do nothing for him, but
that don't do nothing for him.
He did stand right up after he waved it off. Of course, he's gonna take more punishment. I mean, obviously could have got up and got knocked out. It is.
Yeah.
If he would have, I'm gonna say this though, CJ. If he would have got up and they let Tank go in on him, I'm just letting you know that he would have been more of a meme than what he is right now. Because there's a lot of viral stuff going around. But if they would have let Tank sleep him, he probably would have retired from boxing officially.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they kind of, maybe they told him from the jump, like, listen, if you get put down and the shot is too bad, you know, trainers and fighters have these conversations. If you get put down and it's too bad and you feel like it's, listen, we're not getting knocked out tonight. We're going to be able to walk out of the ring.
Saquon Barkley said he wanted to see Shakur versus
Saquon, we
Tank.
want a lot of things in life, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I said that. We want a lot. That's not gonna happen.
What
y'all think about Oscar and Bernard leaving them hanging after the fight?
Oscar and Bernard.
Is that true, bro?
They did that to Canelo. So if they did it to Canelo, they could do it to Ryan. And honestly, I don't know why Oscar, a sore loser, he got stopped multiple times. I don't know why.
True.
Nigga tired of losing to Al.
I think he tired of losing to Al. I think he's tired of losing to Al, the team of Al, Floyd, and Leonard.
He beat Al versus Canelo and Danny Garcia. I mean Danny.
Well, that was more so Eddie though. That was more so Eddie.
That's Al's fighter that he leased to Eddie.
This is true. So I feel like, and I don't know if y'all watched Bernard's interview today, his post-fight interview. He had a single fight.
Yeah, I see it on Fight Hype.
Yeah, on Fight Hype. Shout out to Sean. But I just feel like that was just they just left him out to dry because they wasn't in the ring with him afterwards. That's why him and
Canelo fell out because he in the rehab.
Yeah, they weren't
right before the fight. Yeah,
they weren't at the post-fight interview. It was just like he was just left out to dry, and I just think it's bad because they kind of used him. Oscar, you know, the last presser where he brought up the whole Ryan, they need all these advantages. It seemed like he was riding with Ryan, like, all right, this is my ace. And it's like when he found out that his deck wasn't as strong as the opposition, he just left the table before the game even ended.
Yeah, that shit weak as hell. And you know what I'm saying? Eric Gomez up there to sit with him.
And then I just want to be clear because I thought his title was Errand Boy. What is Bernard's official title at Golden Boy?
Oh, you called him Errand Boy. Oh shit!
What did Bill call him? A cat burglar?
Bootlicker?
He said he went to jail for being a cat burglar. I was dying laughing. I was crying when he said that.
Because you know what, and I don't really feel bad for Bill talking about because Bernard ain't really like Bernard is out here. You one of the greatest middleweights to ever fight. You one of the greatest boxers to ever put on lace up a pair of gloves. And you have the nerve to be like belts and stuff don't matter. And you adapted to this. Hagler
would have crucified him.
Like, bro,
Hagler would have gave him a shot too. That's the problem.
Yeah, bro, like you really have great, like you're one of the greatest to ever fight. And your whole persona is literally built off your skill and what you did in the ring. A video game is popular because of you.
He's a partner. They call him. I guess he's just a partner in Golden Boy.
He could be whatever the fuck he wants to be. But what I'm saying is this: he made a video game popular off of him just being real in the ring, and a guy who I thought was just such an intelligent boxing mind, and I really still do think that he's an intelligent boxing mind. It's sad to see that he's adapted to bullshit in order to move forward in boxing. It's just
I think he just be
pitiful.
Tired, bro, because at the end of the day, man, that nigga didn't been fighting for years. Think about it, bro. He was the manager of the year under his own career, bro. He's been telling people to get their affairs in order and everything in order. And like, yo, bro, once an old motherfucker gets tired, they stop talking. They start like, yeah, whatever.
But my whole thing is this, and it's a sentiment to what he could have been. Obviously, most of these fighters look at Floyd and they want to steal the Floyd blueprint, right? But what if Bernard was actually really a helpful mentor towards these boxers? A lot more of these. Hold on. A lot more of these boxers would be more willing to go under his wing and take advice career-wise, when it comes to really taking control of their careers and doing what they want to do, controlling their own destinies, instead of chasing after the Money Mayweather blueprint, which is not gonna work for people who can't talk and sell a fight.
Yeah.
Is Bernard really a talker? Was Bernard really a talker? I don't think so.
He tried.
He tried, yes. But he ain't the talker that Floyd is. So why? It's because he's selfish. Like, come on, bro. You whooped this nigga's ass and you work for him?
Yeah.
It's crazy though. That is true.
Okay.
You dead ass right about that.
You're his secretary.
And he been accused of being a racist too.
Exactly. So. He's been accused. I don't like this guy and the way he moves on the YouTube sphere. But Fred has asked this dude multiple times about Oscar.
And you know, and the thing is, I still don't fuck with Fred because at one point in time he was just like them, and once they did some whole shit, he did some whole shit back when he should have been objective throughout the whole time he was there. But yeah, yo, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. He's been putting foot to ass when it comes down to PBC and shit, bro. He's been putting foot to ass to these niggas, man.
Yo, I just wanted to. Somebody in the chat just said, dang, what did the man say? He said somebody in the chat said something really good, by the way. But he did a stand-up fight after he was waived. I respect that, Sports Fanatic. But for Sports Fanatic said something in the chat that I like. Well, by the way, I think Bernard Hopkins is he's making a bag off them, but I think boxing is really corrupt because you got people, and I sent you and Kobe the scorecard for the fight officially until the knockout. They had that fight almost a draw when Tank stopped him. So basically what they're telling you is whatever Tank was doing, unless it was knockdowns, I'm cool on that. So just know Vegas and Vegas ain't helping you out for the future fighters, and a lot of people say these new fighters are trying to knock each other out in sparring. Now you guys see why they're trying to knock each other out. Is because they can get robbed on the scorecards to the point of no return. Ryan Garcia was literally beating Tank's elbows and gloves up, and he was getting scored for that. He was catching points for that. And Tank dropped him, and one ref said that's a 10-10 round. How did you figure that?
Shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Ferociously nasty shit.
So if you guys hear about fighters stopping other no-name fighters in the gym and whatnot, they're just preparing themselves to not get robbed nowadays because they don't know what they're running into in the ring. They really don't anymore.
Hold on, Anthony Ware says it's a waste of time. Shakir Stevens and Devin Haney fight Ryan Garcia. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Not taking nothing away from Tank. Tank did his job. De La Hoya was on that sniff. Devin and Tank should be next if Devin beats Loma. Now they let that dude in the co-main getting knocked out against Morale Jr. I mean, I seen that.
That's the comment I wanted to talk about.
You go ahead.
With that, I'm just tired of David Morrell fighting people that we don't know about, and then they're talking about title defenses. This is exactly what they did to Triple G 10 years ago. They're calling him a champion. He's defending a mandatory belt. That's not a champion, bro. You're holding a mandatory belt for the past 2 summers. I watched when he won that in a buffet. I was at a buffet when he won that. He's defending a mandatory belt, and they're sitting here calling him a champion with title defenses when they fought for Undisputed last year in May. You're not a champion at 168. But
he's not. There's only one other guy at 168 who can say that he's a champion, and it's David Benavidez because he's the only fighter at 168 that's ranked within that top 4 or 5 that hasn't lost his belt. He lost it on the scale, but he didn't lose it in the ring. That's the only person I can say I'm still a champion as far as I'm concerned. But there's only one undisputed champ, and it's Canelo Alvarez. David Morrell is defending, and I don't know, the WBA was sprinkling belts last night. They was just handing out trinkets for all of the bullshit ass fights.
It's the same belt Tank got.
Everybody was an interim champion last night.
Everybody last night was an interim champion. And I'm just happy I don't know if they was raising the belt for Tank at the end because there was a lot of promotion going on. but they handed out belts for everybody last night.
You get a belt. You get a belt. Everybody get a belt. You bitch ass
WBA.
motherfuckers.
Another thing, I don't know if you guys watch the fights with the volume really loud, but when David Morrell knocked that guy out, they're saying he's ready for David Benavidez, and David Benavidez is in the crowd. I want to fight you. You're not. If you think you're ready for David Benavidez fighting somebody that we will roast Benavidez if he fought, that I don't know how you could be ready. Like,
listen,
really,
he's ready for the name them names, CJ. We want you to name them names, man.
If he beat Benavidez, I mean Benavidez ain't got nothing to gain from fighting the guy.
No, it's not about gaining.
But that dude is dangerous. Don't get it fucked up, bro. That dude can
stop doing that. Hold on. People gotta stop doing that in boxing. Like, you don't gain nothing for fight. Bro, there's a ranking. If we fight for the same company at the same weight class and they feel you up next and I'm up next, I'm fighting you to let it be known. Wherever you at, I'm in front of that. That's what you're fighting for.
My thing is this. What do he got to gain fight somebody that's 8-0? Literally. Well, how's that progress you?
His record is what? He don't even got 10 fights yet?
Hold on, no. And how do you progressing the brand? How do you progressing the brand? I understand fight Demetrius Andrade next. I would understand
Charlo.
Like it's all like I said, maybe for Charlo, like for him, like his career is just all fucked up. In my opinion.
But here's my thing. If David
he's
Benavidez
9-0, by the way.
If David Benavidez was to fight him instead of fighting Jamal or Demetrius, only thing I would say is you have to take these back steps in life because you missed weight 3 years ago during the pandemic.
I guess that's
this is what happens when you miss weight during a pandemic. You got Canelo took your division over literally in 3 fights, and now you're an interim champion, and now you got people 8-0 fighting people on short notice fights. Talking about, I'm ready for you, a real battle-tested fighter. That's what happens when you lose your belt on the scale.
Thank you, Henry.
You got a 9-0 fighter saying, I'm ready for you.
Henry, this from 68 to 60 to 75, there is only one person who is to blame when it comes to Arthur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol not being able to fight each other. When it becomes David Benavidez not being able to get a quality fight with the guy, when it comes to 160 being a trash ass division, it's all David Benavidez's fault, because guess what?
True.
Had he made the weight on the scale and he was still champion, Canelo would have been at Canelo's next fight. I guarantee you, if everything played out exactly the way it was, Canelo's fight would be, he would have announced this weekend that he was going to fight Badu Jack for the WBC cruiserweight title to become sixth division champion?
No,
five division champion. That's what his plan would be. And guess what? Bivol would have no choice but to say, listen, I'm taking the $700,000 pot or whatever it is that they're offering me to fight Beterbiev in Russia, right? Or in whatever. We probably would have had Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez to unify a title.
They would have had a saga.
Yeah, they would have had a saga, at least 2 fights now, and or have Demetrius Andrade, Charlo, or Demetrius Andrade jump in that mix for 168 as well.
That's why I agree with you. This is David Benavidez's fault, and he can't say nothing because you lose your bet on the scale. You lost the division on that same day because we know Caleb Plant gonna sell himself to Canelo. $10 million. Caleb Plant is fighting no names for $2 million without Heyman. Of course, he about to sell the belt to Canelo. Cool.
And didn't he look so happy yesterday?
He did, and everything you said is what we've been talking about. So this is David Benavidez's fault that David Morrell is calling his name and he's still fighting showcase fights.
Yeah, but people gonna look at the resume and say that motherfucker's a showcase fight. They can't even get him in the ring with a name before fighting you to segue you into fighting him. I mean, then again, the division don't have that many names regardless.
It doesn't. He probably gonna have to end up fighting somebody moving up from 60.
He gonna fuck around and lose to that nigga.
He gonna get. It's the possibility is there.
It's high.
Yeah,
he gonna fuck around and lose to that dude, man.
The possibility's there.
You can fight.
Wait, Benavidez? You think we lose to Morel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think he can.
That's a possibility. I thought you said
he
the
just
other one.
he just as big as them. Or
No,
he
got the skills too, though. Yeah, for sure.
And he has good defense too, bro.
No, I know. I just know CJ would have high on him because he don't got a lot of fights. But no, I seen Morel. Yeah, he definitely got the goods. It's just
some
I just think that he just needs the rounds.
Here's the thing,
leave alone.
Here's the thing, AB. We know he can punch. He's a fighter. He's talented. But at the end of the day, you have to get in the ring and fight people who's talented fighters. You can't have a showcase fight on a popular card.
And who is that? Who else?
David Benavidez.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody respects that because at the end of the day, David Morrell got 9 fights through the pandemic, and he's not even a high-paid fighter. Why don't you have 15 plus fights? Why, how does Jared Anderson have more fights than you, and you make less money than him? How does he have more fights than you? There's no way.
Top rank knows how to move their fighters, and they put their fighters in.
No. You can't say that. You can't say that because Fondora damn near got 9 fights through the pandemic. So you can't say that.
Yeah. Let's look at it from this perspective. Fondura is one exception, and he's not the rule because you got to look at it like this. He has the Mexican fans behind him.
I don't think that was. I don't even think that Mexican fans was behind him. I think that PBC legitimately was moving Fondora to set him up to be Earl's next opponent at some point so that he could be the roadblock to Terrence Crawford. I think that's why he was being moved that way.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they Top Rank. No one on this panel can say Top Rank don't move their fighters better than.
No, they do. Oh, yeah,
you can't say that, bro.
Well, no. I feel like Top Rank believes in their fighters more because they got nothing but dogs.
Because they know how to groom young fighters.
Yeah.
PBC got prospects fight dangerous people on late replacement, on year layoffs.
They literally ruined Chris Colbert.
They don't have any activity going on. Activity is key when you're talking about young guys.
Yeah.
You know, they've overpaying guys like Colbert 6 figures before he touch a belt and wonder why he ain't hungry no more.
Exactly.
He's right.
Because he eating that Colbert chicken, nigga. The fuck? I wouldn't be hungry either.
Colbert chicken.
He said Bernard Hopkins is a limited partner with Golden Boy, very limited.
Yeah, so limited that he's the secretary.
First event channel Venmo CJ Good thing when 3 PBC ruining Morales Jr. He better off a match from a top rank. Yeah, he'd be fighting more. Then WBA or Benavidez versus Morale, they ain't get winner. Just Canelo not fighting neither one of them, especially Morale.
Man.
They don't make no
because
financial
why
sense.
Would he want to fight that though? Because at the end of the day, we gotta keep it.
Charlo. Why not just fight Charlo at that point?
Yeah. Why not?
He's not protecting Benavidez. He said protecting Benavidez. I ain't protecting Benavidez. Just sometimes 1 + 1 = 2, nigga. Like shit. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're looking for opponents, I mean, you'd hope to see him and take David Benavidez, take Davis, build on the Ryan Garcia and the Caleb Plant win. But hey, if you can't go up, I mean, make an example out of Morrell, I would guess.
That would be the only thing. And guess what? Is anybody really gonna be paying to watch David Benavidez fight?
No.
David Morrell?
No, they better off putting that shit on CBS, bro.
Put that shit on Fox, CBS,
Fox,
ABC.
Gone, they better off putting that on regular CBS.
Yeah.
It should be within their budget too.
Because that fight ain't worth a damn.
Yeah, it should be within their budget and let them showcase. It's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the truth. He's right.
You know, that's why they can't grow. They can't grow no platforms because ain't nobody seeing these dudes grow. And when they do see these dudes grow, you watch somebody fight in January, you won't see them fight till next January. PBC trying to move around like Bob did Loma. That's the difference, though. I mean, he's a Cuban, so you know they've been in them fucking fields doing this shit for a long time. He not as old as them, so he still can learn new things and adopt a professional Dominican style. No, he fucking Cuban. Nigga, what you talking about?
Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was Dominican. My bad.
No, you good.
He don't even look cute Dominican.
He do.
No, he don't. That
yes,
motherfucker look Cuban like a motherfucker, man. That nigga don't look Dominican, bro. That nigga don't look
I was watching the fight that he had with dude yesterday. He slumped boy bad. Hit boy with that right hook, boy with the sleep on his face. That's like,
he went 12 already, though. He stopped somebody in the 12th though, the 12th round.
Yeah.
No.
He went 12. He went 12 with Lennox Allen.
Yes, man.
His third professional fight, he went 12.
He
almost 12.
But he almost killed that. He almost killed dude, bro.
Adios guy. Yeah, that was crazy. Y'all see that? Man,
he was beat.
Yeah, that was scary, bro.
That dude just didn't have that dude's corner needed to be put in jail because they should have been.
So did the ref, boy. So did the ref.
Both of them.
Shit.
But yo, that corner let boy fucked up unmercifully. Like
that was sad, bro. Seriously.
Watch this nigga get killed, B. Like
if he dies, he dies. Question
y'all
for y'all.
Y'all got any other questions? Answer them in the chat. You know, I'm about to get off, but if you got some questions,
I got a question for you, CJ.
Go ahead.
What would you rate last night's fight, the main event only? What would you rate it? What did it live up to what you expected?
I didn't see shit else. No, I didn't live up to
Did Ryan and Tank live up to what you thought it would be?
Nah. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 hobby. I say it's about a 6. I expected way more than that.
Yeah, me too. I'll say if you're asking me too.
I liked it better than Benavidez and Plant, though.
Did you?
You did?
Kenny Bayless stole it. Fuck that. Was that Kenny Bayless?
It was Kenny Bayless, yeah.
I liked it, though. I liked it.
I like Brian and Tank better. Benavidez and Plant did not. That was like a 3 to me.
Did you hear Caleb Plant say that him and David Benavidez started the trend for guys to fight each other?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. He was trying to jump in the camp.
What are we talking about? Devin Haney was been on that. Devin Haney went to.
No, it wasn't to that. It wasn't to that level though. But you could say, yeah, you could say that. You can say that. I can say that. I can agree with that.
Bro went to Australia twice to get undisputed and defend his undisputed title. Let's not do that.
Frank Martin versus Tex. You know that versus Tank. That ain't happening. He too melanated.
Frank Martin would give Tank all hell.
And we already know the dude that managed Frank Martin. He already scary as hell as it is.
Then that's that. Yeah, y'all talk about that interview real quick. Y'all got any questions? Answer them now.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah. Cook on that real quick, CJ.
Was that Sean asking on that?
It was Sean.
He said he ain't answering. He asked.
He said he obviously ignored you for a reason.
Then he asked, he like, what about Spencer Crawford? And Earl Spencer say nothing. This friend said, well, he obviously ignoring you for a reason. And my thing is,
who was that? Yellow Beezy?
I don't know. It's just it's just to the point, like, bro, like this become nauseating between these niggas, dog.
No, let CJ cook.
This becoming nauseating, dog. Like, if you got a gag order, it don't even matter no more. I would prefer them just, if they ain't gonna fight soon, just move on. Just move on, bro. Like, the shit is just like whatever.
Corny. It's corny,
what better platform? That'd have been the best fight on the undercard if you would have announced Spencer Crawford.
It really would have.
That'd have been worth some of these niggas paying $85. Them sitting down doing a 15-20 minute segment. They just don't have no market. They don't have no ability to market and promote at Showtime and at PBC. They don't. You got this big event. And then AB announced his fight, and then him and Don King wasn't even there.
They didn't show up.
And y'all want to know why boxing is in the shitter? What better way to prop this platform up, get some ratings going up? It don't take no 2 or 3 years to discuss no fight, bro, to make no fight happen.
And you would think AB would show up because it's on pay-per-view. You would want to promote that shit on the biggest stage so far.
Exactly. So it's just you start looking at it, bro. They don't want to be successful, bro. They don't want to grow the sport. With this new trend, everybody, giving big name fights. Will it continue? No, it's not going to continue. Boxing will continue to get away in get in its own way, trip over its own shoestrings. It will continue to do so. Because after this, who fight next after this shit? Virgil Ortiz pulled out. He ain't come back to
Devin Haney's the biggest fight so far that I know.
And how many people ain't even been in the ring, bro? How many people ain't even been in the ring yet, dog? The Charlos ain't been in the ring yet this year. Gary Russell ain't been in the ring this year. Leo ain't been in the ring this year. Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. Who else out there? Jamal. I said Jamal Charlo. How many of these dudes have not literally been in the ring? Danny Jacobs ain't been in the ring.
Robert Easter Jr.
Has Beaver been in the ring this year yet?
Nah.
that Ramirez fight was what that Ramirez fight was.
That was December. Was it December? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yes, a lot of people have fought.
They haven't fought. It's a lot of people. Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Yeah, it's a lot of people that hadn't fought in the wintertime. And they didn't fight in the sun in the fall.
Pitbull's last fight was November 5th.
Man.
Of what year?
Last year. Yeah, I remember.
2022.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys who didn't fight in the winter, and that's the most popular time in boxing, bro.
Canelo hasn't been in the ring this year.
Guys, word on the street, you didn't hear it from me, and I'm not trying to blow up nobody's spot, but I heard Zerto's a blade, allegedly.
What does that mean?
Yo, bro, chill.
Oh, okay.
He's
whatever,
bro. He's wilding, bro.
All right, man. You got Williams Zepeda filling in, man. Bye, man. You got Williams Zepeda filling in. Leave that man alone. He ain't gonna come for me. I'm gonna send him right to your ass. Williams Zepeda, he filling in for Virgil Ortiz Saturday.
Literally.
And then you got a Canelo, a John Ryder, which I don't give a fuck about.
Who gives a shit about that fucking fight, bro?
This man Zerto wins fights and celebrates it with his son in the ring, and the homie just wild out on him.
Ishmael Barros and Broly May 13th. KSI on there. Jenna Big
Ismael Barroso lost to Anthony Cruller. Yo, if Broly don't beat
Toyota Corolla. Jenna Big taking on Toyota Corolla. Jenna Big and Butler's the same day as Rolly. Yeah, Stephen Butler, my bad. Katie Taylor and Chantel Cameron.
That's the same
that's May 20. Devin Haney.
Mick Conlon.
Yeah, Mick Conlon coming back. Mauricio Lauer fighting.
Oh, you need legs out the ring? Legs dangling from the ring.
Arocha fighting my boy Juice Young. Man, to be honest, Carissa fighting. To be honest, bro, when you talking about premier fights,
it's just Devin and Loma.
Yeah, for sure, Devin Loma.
Alwell Stepien. Who the fuck is Joshua Boachi?
I thought that I thought that was Suel Powell. I said this nigga still fighting. Suel Powell. Devin and Loma. It's really Devin and Loma.
And Taylor and Tio.
And
Carissa Shield.
Hannah Gabriels. Yeah, I'm gonna give respect to Carissa.
Oh,
your boy Edgar Berlanga. Town asked me if I want to cover that fight. I said I don't think so.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. You expect with all these
Stephen Fulton and Inoue too.
That ain't till July. That ain't till July. What? That's in July. Oh, that's July 25th.
Yeah, we gonna be deep, bro. We gonna be deep in summer by the time that happens. So,
to me, it ain't. And they don't really have that summer blockbuster on there yet, neither.
No, there is no summer blockbuster. And then you claimed last night that somehow June 17th is still something that's.
That's what I heard.
Man, listen, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Okay, let's be honest. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. That shit ain't happening. Like. In the words of the great TV, he the only person that we need on this panel. So I'm gonna do his voice. They gonna have to drag him to the ring, kicking and screaming. But for me to believe that shit is happening.
He said playing Benavidez. Hold on. He said playing Benavidez is a better fight. Based on what? It was nothing but holding. That fight was terrible.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I liked it more, but
I watched both fights, right? And as far as anticipation, me like being more engaged in a fight, Tank and Ryan was a better fight than playing Benavidez. And Kenny Bayless ruined it. Kenny Bayless stole a knockout from us.
He did. Now, if he would have knocked him out, and
we would have really seen the Mexican monster be a real monster.
I say TLTO low-key don't get enough credit for getting the ball rolling at 35. Yeah, you got to give him credit. Yeah. He said frame the ball rolling. He's fighting Lomachenko.
He's fucking delusional. Okay, I'm talking about Tiafimo, not the person who left that comment. T.O.'s delusional.
Frank Martin sparred Tank once. Handy Loma still got plenty of tickets left. Tank had plenty. They was giving away Tank tickets yesterday at the fight.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Someone told me 2 hours before the fight, yo, dog, you should have flew out here. I was like, why? I wasn't gonna get it. He said, bruh, they out here giving out tickets. You would have been in here. He was like, and worst come to worst, you definitely would have got every single interview you need to get. Trust me.
If you black, I got a seat for you in the back.
No. Not in the back. On the roof. That's where they placing black media. On the roof.
Anthony Ware say Terrence Crawford should have fought Alexis Rocha. Bud has to stop participating in fake negotiation PBC to fight Spence. Nuke one say one-sided beat Tank showed levels above. He said I want to see Morale and Benavidez voting in the monster coming. He said Caleb didn't quit. Big difference. I ain't gonna say nobody quit, bro. Man, that body shot, man. When I looked at that shit, the way the impact had his body feeling.
You seen the ripples go through the man's chest?
Nigga got hit so hard, bro. His body.
And that was a real short. That was a real short shot.
Shot.
He turned that bitch over perfect too, bro. Jared salute. He said Joe Condordia and Shavkat Ron, whatever. Better fight than Denver. I didn't even know they had a fight on, but I heard people talking about it on Twitter. I'm laughing at how much time they were trying to kill before they went to man, bro. I swear to God,
they put on commercials. Oh, I thought they was gonna play the last episode of Snowfall. I was like, Jesus Christ, they just doing everything.
How do y'all feel about how Franklin got done dirty by?
I could care less about Snowfall. I
don't watch it.
The Wire. It
what his mama did him? What his mama did him dirty or something?
Yo, bro. CJ. You remember in the last season of The Wire where Dookie turns into a fiend? He mirrors his family. That's basically what happens with Franklin. It is a copy of The Wire. I don't watch that type of TV no more. There's so much variety when it comes to consuming content. I don't watch TV. In my spare time, if you want to know what I do, like I said, I try to do everything when it comes to media wise. So like I write myself. So I do as much writing as possible. So TV to me is garbage as is. I feel like everything is a remake of something that already existed. I think good TV ended once the last good batch of good TV was like when Sons of Anarchy, Boardwalk Empire, when the first couple seasons of Game of Thrones, like that little era, that 2012, 13-ish era.
Good TV on, though, to be honest. You Stranger Things. I mean,
I'm talking about like TV. I'm not talking about streaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like TV, like cable service. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't nothing really that's good. And I really don't got time to watch TV because my commute alone to work just zap all my energy out.
That's a fucking fact, bro. When I get to the crib, once I get to the crib, nigga,
it's literally like TV or do I make love to this woman right here? You know what I'm saying? And I'm picking a woman 9 times out of 10.
T.O. Doug Progress, he ain't that delusional. Well, they might fight. Progress might be like, no, that's messed up how they let Franklin in. I mean, from what it sounds like, that's what happened. That happened all the time. Somebody that had it ain't got it no more.
Ain't got it no more. That and somebody had made a great point on Instagram. They said y'all got the nerve. Y'all black people got the nerve to look at bums in the street, right? And judge them and call them this and that. But for a fictional character whose life hit rock bottom, y'all sitting here crying over him a week after this shit is done. How about you have that same empathy for that same dope fiend that's on the corner? That probably was
a lot of them was former military.
CJ, a lot of these dope fiends be the most talented singers I've ever heard in my life. You don't think that they had a future when they was in their 20s and something came along and just derailed their whole life? That's the same thing that happened to this character. That's what I'm saying. Like these TV shows I'm just tired of shit like this, especially for our people. Like, I don't mean to go on a rant, but it's like these type of shits and the BMF shows, even though I support it because, I like Lil Meech and the powers and all of that stuff. Like, I'm tired of seeing this shit, bro. I really am. Like, there ain't no TV shows like the Cosby's no more.
Oh, bro, they didn't want to put the Cosby's on for a reason. Yo, bro, why do you think
they did a different world show like that?
Why do you think they came down on Bill Cosby the way they did?
Oh, I heard the Upshores is good too. I did hear the Upshores was good.
Yo, bro, you gotta keep it a buck, bro.
Netflix show.
Yo, Bill Cosby really used to give these Hollywood people hell on earth. Why do you think they violated him so crazy outside of the property that he owned and the natural resources that he was sitting under? Bro, he made white people look crazy, bro. So that's why we don't have these things, because we don't got men like Bill Cosby no more, bro. Let's keep it a buck. We don't got men like that that's really out here trying to do that. We don't got like the Gil Nobles of the world. We don't got people. who's unapologetically black and masculine, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
Well,
and all they
that's what it
flaws,
is.
yeah, and all they flaws, you can say whatever you want about Bill Cosby. He put his money where his mouth is.
The only thing, pause. The only thing I didn't like is that man was out here pitching and selling swine to the youth because Jello got nothing but pork in it. Okay, that's the only thing I disagree with Bill on.
Bill's not look mean by any stretch of imagination.
If you guys and with the TV shows, I think people just missed the standpoint of Snowfall was supposed to be somebody's life, and then it went to we just gonna make a fire TV show.
Yeah,
so,
it supposed to be Freeway Ricky Ross?
Yeah, it was supposed to be his lifestyle, but that didn't work out. So what they did is they turned it into a fire TV show.
Now I met Rick Ross in real life, bro. That's a cool brother, man. That's a cool ass nigga, bro.
And a lot of things people just don't understand is, yeah, you could love the TV show. Maybe they own Snowfall for real because they know Damson Idris is really who he's dating on and off. But let's be real. If you're just talking about acting and talent for actors, Snowfall out of BMF and all of the powers, Snowfall got the best acting and it got the best storyline. Like right now in Power,
Power's a soap opera, right?
Basically. Right now in Power, it's almost a human version of GTA, bro. Like it's
oh man.
It's almost a human version of GTA, and Snowfall really got storyline. Like look at Leon, the character, his love life. That's crazy, bro. Power could never do that. Power can't do that, and BMF can't do that either.
Was Leon the light skinned brother with the braids?
Yeah, with the afro, like his love life in Snowfall can't be done on other TV shows because on another TV show, Leon would have killed 17 people. Just for looking at his girl wrong. Like, come on, bro.
Power was good till like fourth season. Not bad to pitch you up, but Power was good. It stopped. It got worse at the fifth season.
Power got worse. Once I seen Angela get shot from an angle that a bullet can't hit nobody, I was like, okay, I'm done.
First season. Yeah.
When I seen that bullet hit her at that angle, I said, yeah, I'm out of here.
Well, yeah, that's true. But like Power, the show was beautiful. Those 6 seasons was great. The new Power after Ghost's son kills him now is basically a real life GTA. Like they literally just bugging.
Yo, that I'm just saying the bullet, Henry. Did you not see the angle that the